Oh, wished. Wait now. We've just got a huge bit of breaking news by David Ornstein. Huge bit of breaking news by David Ornstein here. I've got to show it to you. Barcelona advancing on a deal to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. Offer via intermediaries, loan plus buy option. Manchester United have agreed, not done, but final stages. Flick approves 27-year-old England international. Huge news. Let me just put that full screen for you, guys. Absolutely massive breaking news here. Barcelona are advancing on a deal to sign Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. It's a loan with a buy option, not an obligation. How interesting is that, really? What does it mean for Manchester United? You know, how beneficial is it for Manchester United? That remains to be seen. Oh, it's interesting. It really is interesting. But huge breaking news nonetheless, guys. We'll leave it on the screen for a few minutes for people to see as they come in. Let me put it over here. Sorry, now, just give me 1 second. I'll change that. There we go. Right, we'll put it there. Barcelona advancing. That's huge news, guys. Huge breaking news from David Ornstein in relation to Marcus Rashford. Let me know your thoughts in the chat, guys. What are we thinking? Buy option isn't what we want to hear, says Party Pooper. I know. Well, you want to hope that Marcus Rashford goes and absolutely burns it up over there, wouldn't you? Because, I mean, yeah, it's not ideal having a buy option instead of a buy obligation from, obviously, the selling club. Now, it's absolutely fine. And I think it just goes to show, guys, maybe how desperate Manchester United are to getting Marcus Rashford off the books here. You know, the fact that they're allowing him again for another season to go out on loan without having that obligation to buy is huge. It is really huge. It'll be interesting to see how his salary falls. I would expect, if there's no obligation, I would expect Barcelona to cover a higher percentage of his salary. That's usually how it works. But generally, when there's an obligation to buy, they would say, all right, well, look, if we're going to buy him next year, then you take an extra bit of his salary for the year that he's on loan. It's huge. It's huge. It's huge. We're going to have to see what happens. But David Ornstein doesn't mess around with his reporting, and it looks like Marcus Rashford will be going to Barcelona. Cloud says, to be honest, it's not looking like we're going to sign many players, so I wouldn't mind keeping Rashford up top. Nah, no way. Bridges are burnt between him and Ruben Amorim, and Ruben Amorim is the boss. He doesn't want Marcus Rashford, and he's entitled. Kadir says, great to see that the gears are starting to turn with the here we go and now this just days apart. Absolutely. Yeah, I agree 100%. And we kind of said that a little bit, didn't we? That it looked like United were kind of going all in for the Mbeumo deal, and that hopefully once that was done, you know, we would see movement on other deals. But you know, the fact that we're getting Marcus Rashford potentially moving on, and you know, I said, and I hope I was wrong as well, but I said that I thought Marcus Rashford would be a Manchester United player when the season kicked off. Hopefully, David Ornstein reporting here means that, you know, we will move him on as quickly as possible. But the one thing about it is, we're talking about reinvesting money into the squad. It does mean Marcus Rashford going on loan doesn't give us a significant transfer fee for him this summer. So how is that going to affect us going forward, you know, in terms of buying players? I say the salary will be 60-40. Barca pay the 60, says Mark. Well, you would hope that at least Barcelona would be paying that amount. I think, you know, when you're talking about, again, I go back to what we've said about the obligation to buy is what we would like, but obviously Barcelona want the option. They don't want to overly commit. It's big. Marcus Rashford is going to have to impress over there. Will he impress? That's the thing. I don't know. As Manchester United fans now, we all need to hope that Marcus Rashford goes to Barcelona and absolutely tears it up in La Liga this season, because we want him to be moved on. And the fact, it can be a double-edged sword, really. If he goes there and does really well, United can demand more money next season. But if he goes there and flops, he's back with us again next season. We've got the same issue, and he's got a year left on his contract. That's the concern. I don't know if he does have a year, maybe two. I'm not sure. But anyway, he didn't impress much at Villa, says Daryl. He didn't. Absolutely, he didn't. And Mark says, I don't know how he gets in over Rafinha or Lewandowski. Yeah, I agree. Okay. Breaking news. We've got big breaking news here from Fabrizio Romano. We had breaking news at the start, and we've got even bigger breaking news now. Let me show you. How do I show you? Where are we? Here we go. 1 second. Monya to death. Where are we? That was the breaking news by David Ornstein. We've got new breaking news. How do I zoom in? Oh, God, we're all over the shop. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go from Fabrizio Romano. Verbal agreement in principle between all parties involved, with Barca planning for medical tests in the next few days. Loan deal with buy option. Details being finalised today. Then Man United will authorise his travel to Spain. We have got a here we go on... Oh, we've got a here we go on Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Look, it's good news. We've got to say, now look, ideally you want a loan with an obligation to buy, but it's a loan. Oh shit, sorry, 1 sec. Let me just change this up here. I'm all over the shop. What are we doing here? Let me do this. Let me do that. Is it? Come on. No, that one. There we go. Yeah, big breaking news. Big breaking news. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Loan with an option to buy, not an obligation. It's good news nonetheless, guys. It's good news nonetheless that Marcus Rashford is moving on in a swift fashion, because I was quite convinced that Marcus Rashford, would drag on, and I only said it the other night that I thought he was going to be a Manchester United player at the start of the season, and thankfully I was wrong on that. But Marcus Rashford to... Look, let me just put that on the screen so you can read it. There you go. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Verbal agreement in principle between all parties involved, with Barcelona planning for medical tests in the next days. Loan deal with buy option. Details being finalised today. Then Man United will authorise his travel to Spain. So the details we're talking about here, you would suggest, are, percentage of salary covered and so on and so forth. And you would hope that Manchester United are getting are doing themselves a bit of justice here and getting Barcelona to cover the majority of it. But nonetheless, guys, it's huge breaking news. Marcus Rashford to Barcelona. Here we go. Huge news. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section, guys. Let me know what you think. Do you think the loan with an option is a good move, or do you think it's just probably how desperate Manchester United are at the moment, maybe to move him on, or how willing they are to move him on?